Guess what time it is? It's time for Little Fish Dragon Reviews.
Welcome back, Dragon Riders, to a Little Fish Dragons review. And today I have a very special dragon friend to introduce you guys to. Just released by Build-A-Bear for the fall of 2016, we have Hookfang. Super excited to share him with you guys, so without much further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to note about this Hookfang is that his body is constructed pretty similarly to Stormfly, but I think already you guys can see quite a few differences. It's just the body shape mostly, and the feet do look different, and of course the heads. So let's take a closer look at Hookfang. So like with Stormfly, Toothless, and Barf and Belch, Hookfang does have the scaling pattern in his fur, though it's much less noticeable. I'm not sure if you guys can really see it. You can kind of see it a little bit. That's a little better. His eyes are embroidered, but the yellow part of the eyes is fabric. His nostrils are also embroidered, but his teeth are fabric. He's got quite a few teeth. The black line along his mouth is also fabric. For my Hookfang, it's cut very unevenly, but I am going to kind of fix that. You can see where there are really big bumps of the black fabric sticking through. There is embroidery on his horns, and his horns are made out of a more felt type material, kind of like the insides of his eyes, and his nose horn. The bottom of his chin and his stomach is a pastel yellow color, and his claws or toenails are kind of a furrier felt material. If you look at the difference with Stormfly, this is a much rougher type of felt and it's harder on the bottom. Oh, this is much softer and much fuzzier. And the same thing for the claws on his wings. And his wings, like Stormfly's, are made out of a kind of satiny material, but his are stuffed with kind of a foam and a piece of cardboard. Stormfly does have the foam and the cardboard, but it's not as sturdy. Actually, this might be cardboard, this is just hard foam. You can move his wings. I kind of have Hookfang a little overstuffed, so his wings are stuck facing forward, but I like him that way. And this is Hookfang from the side. And the tag. So Build-A-Bear Workshop presents Dragons. Nothing about Hookfang, but it's got his picture. Back of the tag does say Hookfang. And just Build-A-Bear and DreamWorks. Same thing on the bottom tags, just Build-A-Bear Workshop. And Dragons. And his scales on the back are kind of a maroonish color, made out of a hard felt. Very stiff and very sturdy. And that's his tail. Something that I'm not too happy with is the way that it's constructed. I'm not sure if my Build-A-Bear personnel knew that you actually have to stuff the back of his head, so there's nothing in here, and you can just see and feel all the empty space. It's very wrinkly, and it makes him look very strange. The front part of his head, it comes stuffed already, but you're supposed to kind of get some stuffing in there, which they didn't do. Kind of upset with that, but I wasn't going to give the Build-A-Bear person a hard time about it. I'm pretty sure he didn't know that he had to stuff the inside of the back of the head too. So he's going to have a crumply, wrinkly back of the head. As you can see from the back angle, it's not so nice looking, it's not so full. You can feel all the different pieces of cardboard that go in between the horns, holding everything together, and it's not really nice to hug. Like you can see, I'm controlling his horn just by touching that piece of cardboard. So, not exactly the greatest of things. So do be aware, if you do get Hookfang, make sure your Build-A-Bear personnel stuffs the back of his head. You can see some of the seam. Build-A-Bear personnel did try very hard to get it to close up nice and evenly so you wouldn't be able to see the stitching, but again, this stuff is tough material, so he struggled. He really did struggle. It would have been nice if they had used the red thread, but I guess brown doesn't look too bad with these reddish-brownish spikes in the back, so it kind of blends a little bit. And his tail has a nice curve to it. So Hookfang from the back, and Hookfang from above, and Hookfang from the other side. Like with Stormfly, you can see the piece of cardboard in his wings. And you can see how misshapen the back of his head is because it's not stuffed. And again from the front. And to note, he is nice and soft, and this fur is really nice to touch. And on his foot you have the Build-A-Bear paw. And something I've never seen them do before that they did for Hookfang is they took off part of this tag and they buried it into his back with the heart that you put your wish on. And they said if you ever lose your Build-A-Bear, all they have to do is open it up, find the tag, and they'll know where you purchased it from. Which kind of doesn't make any sense, because even if they find where you purchased it from, how do they know who purchased it? I guess maybe if you fill out one of those birth certificates, they'll have your information that way, but does anybody know how that works? If you do, let me know in the comments below. So again, just Hookfang, and unlike the other 3 dragons to have come out, Hookfang didn't come with any accessories. They do still have the saddle available, which I will try on him momentarily, but he didn't come with anything special, which was kind of disappointing. And this is Hookfang with the saddle on. It fits him pretty well. The spikes might be a problem because they stick up underneath. I can't get them to sit down because they just pop right up. So if you put a dragon rider on the back of your dragon, they might have a bit of an uncomfortable ride, but otherwise, it's actually pretty nice on Hookfang. Let me just take a look from the back. From the other side, you have that much extra Velcro, but it tucks away nice and secretly. So Hookfang is all ready for a rider. Though, don't know how long that rider's gonna be able to sit on his back. Not too bad, Hookfang. Not bad at all. So here we have Hookfang, the newest member to our Build-A-Bear Dragons family. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think. Of all the dragons so far, who is your favorite? And do you think that Meatlug will be next, or do you think another dragon will come out? I certainly do hope that they come out with some Viking bears as well, but we'll just have to wait and see, and I can't wait to get Meatlug. And if you like these dragons, or if you want to see more content, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, Dragon Riders, just one big happy dragon family.